how much do you remember knowing about Mancini before you started?
Well, the staff just talked about me because at that time we didn't use the videos. So it talked about me, how he was. Obviously, I saw him playing before, but what he normally does on the pitch. They said to me that he's got had a lot of freedom to move all over the places, and that the main thing or the most important thing is trying to be close to him so he cannot get on the ball. So at the moment that he gets on the ball and he controls the ball, is similar like Roberto Baggio, you know, that had an individual marking also in Turin. So these kind of players, that is better that they don't receive the ball. So that means to be on top of them from the beginning till the end and get out of position all the time. So when Johan planned the tactics for that game, in the previous meeting, they didn't count on me. So it was like a 10v10 tactical preparation, because we all know that myself and Mancini will be marking him.
A little dance.
We don't know where, but
aged 19, 20, ballpark.
Who?
How at that age?
Me, I was 21.
21.
21. Yeah.
Okay, so 21. You played in a final before, because you played in Rotterdam against Manchester United.
Yeah.
But at 21, I'd argue, even when Johan Cruyff gives you the instructions, you've got to have big bollocks when Mancini goes, okay, I'm going to take you way over there. Now, nominally, you're the right back. So even Johan Cruyff, the great man, has said, but this is Catenaccio. He's in your pocket. Everywhere he goes to the toilet, you go with him. Even so, when he takes you way over there, there's something in the back of your head that you've been trained with. What the fuck am I doing over here?
Yeah.
You need big bollocks.
Yeah, well, I need to do what Johan said. I mean, I had my opinion, but obviously if it was good for the team, I had to do it. Obviously, I wasn't not enjoying that game when I had to mark Butragueño or Mancini or Fran. I didn't enjoy those games, because you have to think that when we don't have the ball, I have to do that. I have to mark. But normally, possibly not in that final, but in the rest of the games, we had most of the ball. So I was all the time out of position. I would try to ask for the ball and be involved, but in positions, in places that possibly players don't give me the ball, because it was a strange even for them. So this is something I had to do. But I did that job. I think I did pretty good. I just last for 120 minutes after being 6 months without playing. So I was very happy. But then there's another history, because it's not only what happened before, it's what happened after. So obviously for the gastroenteritis, I took some pills. Okay, and I'm allowed pills, so everything was controlled. And then I had to do the anti-doping test. Okay, so everybody went in to celebrate. I had to go to the anti-doping room. So I lost, I missed the celebration. The celebration in the dressing room.
The immediate return for 120 minutes of fucking closing down Roberto Mancini, and you're like, and this is what I get?
Yeah, it was terrible, because...
And you couldn't piss?
No, of course, it took ages. It took an hour or something. And so I did the test, but in my mind it was, straight after I did the test, I asked the doctor, please, did you write down everything that I took? Yeah, because obviously, and he said, yeah, don't worry, because everything is all the pills that I gave you, they're allowed for the medical staff, so that's not a problem. But because of the pessimist kind of mentally that we are, the culés, I thought, let's see if he put something that I couldn't take. I was thinking, even if I would have given positive, look how silly I was, that they could take the Copa Europa from us. I mean, it would have, I would have been sanctioned.
This is just something inside that comes out and go, what
exactly. Graham, it took 3 weeks, because they send the results to you by mail, no email, but mail at home.
Yeah.
So it takes 3 weeks to receive the letter from the anti-doping. So it was crazy these 3 weeks, how bad I felt, and unfortunately everything.
When the letter opens?
Yeah, I think everything was fine, and you passed the control, but yeah, it was pressure before, it was during, after, so it was a final.
So the two anecdotes I remember, but there's one anecdote beforehand, because one guy who tells me, at least, and every story is good until you challenge it, but Risto Stoichkov, when I asked him about his day, he said that on the morning of because you were staying near London Colney or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
He played some golf.
Yeah.
Then he did a horizontal dance with a waitress, which good luck if you can, but that's pretty relaxed. So that's in before the match. His words to me, not a story from somewhere else. Well done, Risto. But if I don't remember wrong, Pep Guardiola says subsequently that he drank so much the night that the next day he was so ill and he couldn't eat his breakfast. Joan Gaspart went swimming in the Thames.
Yeah, that was after.
But you
It was a very unusual final. So we did, all of us, or most of us, we did silly things because of the responsibility thing, Graham. Because, again, with the history of Barcelona to be the first team who won the first Copa de Europa for the club after 100 years of history. So that responsibility after what happened in Sevilla against Steaua, it was for us. So we didn't really enjoy, but now that you're explain it, obviously it becomes
it's the right
a
way
very
to
nice
be.
story.
Listen, if it was me in there, like London would have been torn to the ground. So it's just as well it wasn't me.